Next 20 to 25 minutes, what we are going to do is, we are going to kind of imagine how biology is going to be after 25 years from now. All of you are able to understand the context? 25 years from now, how biology is going to be. That's what the whole discussion is, right? So I'll start with little basic technologies, and then gradually we will see what are the different technologies that are currently in use, right now in use, and how it will be after 25 years, right? If you have any questions, you can stop me, you can ask, we can discuss, and then we can go. All right? Very good. Okay. So the first area what I would like to cover is agriculture. All of you know agriculture? Yes, no? How many of you know agriculture? Excellent. You have to raise your hands. How many of you know agriculture? Agriculture you do not know. Nobody knows agriculture, is it? Agriculture? You know. Correct. Vyavasaya. Correct. Absolutely right. Good. So first we will see how agriculture is going to be after 25 years. If you have to understand how agriculture is going to be after 25 years, first we need to understand what is the problem what we are facing right now. Why certain things will change after 25 years. The first problem what we are facing is space for agriculture. Where to do agriculture? For example, these places obviously 25 years back, 50 years back would have been agricultural land where we are sitting now, where we are standing now, right? But now it is an institution. Over a period of time, the same thing is going to happen. Every agricultural land will become structures, concrete structures, right? So where to do agriculture now? After 25 years, if you do not have space to do agriculture, then what is the solution? Can we stop agriculture? We cannot stop agriculture. What will happen if we stop agriculture? ಊಟಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು? Correct? So certainly we cannot stop agriculture. Somehow we have to do it. So the best way to do it is, this technology is called as vertical agriculture. This is called as vertical farming. Vertical farming means, for example, nowadays you know that there are vehicle parking slots. If you go to Gandhipuram, if you go to Majestic and Gandhipuram, you will see multi-floor buildings. These multi-floor buildings is only for car parking. Why you need a separate building for car parking? Because you cannot park the car on the road. Road is congested, so you are parking it in the parking lot. The same way, over a period of time, where we will enter is, we will enter into a complete large buildings and we will start doing agriculture. This type of agriculture is called as vertical farming. This vertical farming has two benefits. First benefit, with a small amount of space, because it is a vertical farming, your crop will be, yield will be very, very high. High yield you can get with a small space. You don't need acres of land. You just need small space, but it is a vertical farming. So you will get lot of yield, number one. Number two, today you are not able to control the pest. Pest anta gotta? Pest gotta? Pest anta? Pest control ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಕಷ್ಟ ಮಾಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. So what we have to now do is, if it is completely indoor, if the entire farming is indoor, then it is easy to control the pest, easy to control the temperature, and easy to control the moisture. So everything is in controlled condition. So this is the biggest benefit we are having. So after 25 years, mostly what we are envisaging is, we will have vertical farming under controlled condition. Do you know who started this initiative in the world? India has not yet gone to it. Who started this? Any idea? Do you know NASA? Yes, NASA started this initiative. NASA has started this initiative. The idea of NASA to start this initiative is to provide food for the aeronauts. That is the idea with which they started. They want to be self-dependent. But now we are trying to move in this direction. That is the first one. The second one, all of you know drone gota. Very good. Now, the biggest advantage of using drone nowadays is surveillance. For security purpose, for surveillance, we are using drones, right? But over a period of time, what we'll start using is, we will start using drones to monitor agriculture. Whether the crops are growing fine, wherever we have agricultural lands, whatever small lands we will have a complete control over the land using drone technology. For example, like this. You have a specified amount of area, and that area can be controlled, completely controlled by drone technology. So drone based sensors will be used to understand what is the moisture and what is the crop, what is the productivity you are having. Everything can be monitored using drones. These two are from agriculture perspective. Next is from medical side, health side. For example, if somebody loses their hand in an accident, on the accidentally kai hogbidute, right? Now it is very, very difficult to find a human replacement. To find a replacement, it is very difficult. So over a period of time, what we are envisaging is called as prosthetics. Just remember this term prosthetics. Over a period of time, wherever you are learning, you will learn about it. Prosthetic means artificial hand. Completely artificial hand. Okay? In the hand, whatever is there will be there in the artificial hand also. So what will happen is, you don't need a donor. Nobody need to donate their hand. If it is hand, at least it is easy. How about heart? How about kidney? How about liver? Imagine if you can have prosthetic liver, prosthetic heart, prosthetic limb, then you don't need donors. You need only manufacturers. You need only prosthetic heart manufacturers. That's all you need. So it will be there in the stores. You have to just go and see the compatible heart, size of the heart, and take it and pick it up. That's it. It's not that easy, okay? But it's an alternative. Over a period of time, we will move towards the prosthetic organs, organ replacement, right? For example, it will be something like this, prosthetic hand replacement, right? Yeah, something called as a robot. Okay, so that is one thing. The other idea is, today what we are doing is, there is something called as regenerative biology. Regenerative biology means everybody, you or me or anybody, if you can think of, everybody has come from one cell. Do you all know that? It's called the ovary and sperm. Together it becomes one cell. So from that one embryo, everybody has come up. So this embryo or embryonic cell is called as the baseline cell. Okay, or a germ cell. You call it as a germ cell. Now, if I can preserve the germ cell, over a period of time, whatever disorder that happens inside the body, if I inject this germ cell will regenerate that particular injury. For example, internally, if the heart has an injury, I can inject regenerative cells so that the heart injury can be covered by the new tissues which are injected through or produced through the regenerative cells. It will be something like this. Okay, these are the regenerative cells which are replacing the injured cells. The another one is called as nano. How many of you know about nano? Nano gotta? Nano car gotta, correct. Very good. Excellent. Nano ante 1/1,000,000th of a meter. 1/1,000,000th of a meter. 1 meter alli 1 million part. Adu undu nano. In that size, if we can have sensors that can be injected into our body, then what happens is, these nano sensors, I'll show some pictures so that you can connect what I'm talking about. These nano sensors not only can sense metabolic disorders, but also can treat diseases. The reason why you need this type of nanotechnology is because this technology is going to be ruling the world after 25 years. Now itself is very popular in the Western world. It is called as nanotechnology, right? This nanotechnology, what we are going to do is, we are going to have something called as a nanosensors. See, these nanosensors will be there in our body itself. Why it is advantageous? What is the benefit? The benefit is, if a person is suffering from cancer, right? If a person is suffering from cancer, at what stage the doctor will get to know When will the doctor get to know? ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇವನಿಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸರ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ರೋಗ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ? X-ray, for example, right? Okay. Then when the symptoms are severe, when he shows the symptom, then only the doctor can understand that he has a cancer, correct? But the time the symptom has produced, the disease is already spread in the body. Then only the symptom comes. Now, if you have nanosensors inside our body, these nanosensors will clearly sense that some of the cells are not multiplying as per the normal multiplication phase. It will sense. So you don't have to wait for a symptom to come, but immediately it will show that there are some cells which are not multiplying in the correct phase, which means all of you know what is a cancer, right? Cancer means unstoppable multiplication of the cell. Cell multiply ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದರಿಂದ ಎರಡಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಎರಡರಿಂದ ನಾಲ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸೊ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So this multiplication should stop somewhere. If it is not stopping, then you call it as a cancer. Now, when the cells become 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 8, at that time itself, these nanosensors will say that this is a cancer cell. So you don't have to wait for the cancer to show up. You can treat it well in advance. This is a little deeper on this technology. Okay. I know, have you seen this? Absolutely good. Who said that? Very good. Excellent. So, yeah, please go for it. Very nice. So, this is a DNA. So, why DNA is very important is because why we look like this, why we behave like this is because of DNA. DNA decides the way you look, the way you work, the way you behave most of the time. But certain things you are going to learn as a part of your life, and that also becomes a part of your DNA, so that you give it to your children. So DNA. Now, because of that, what happens is, if there are diseases which a person is going to go through, for example, diabetes. How many of you know diabetes? Yes, you know that. Very good. So if the person is having diabetes, which means there is a gene of diabetes already present in his body, there has to be only a trigger. Now, if this gene can be replaced, if this gene can be silenced, if this gene can be removed, then the person will not go through diabetes at all. So over a period of 25 years, what we are envisaging is, this technology is called as CRISPR-Cas9 technology. Again, just hear this word in your mind, and then when you study actually biology or microbiology or biotechnology, you will get to know about it. So this is called as a CRISPR-Cas9 technology, which will allow you to exactly cut the DNA, this DNA, which is going to produce the lifestyle diseases, like it can be cancer, or it can be Parkinson's disease, or it can be Alzheimer's, or it can be diabetes. So all these diseases can be cured. This type of treatment is called as gene therapy, because you are using genes to actually treat. Again, this technology is little forward from your perspective. All of you know computers? How many of you know computer? Very good, excellent. So, can the computer think? Can the computer think itself? Or you have to make it think? Computer adu think maduboda? Illa, correct? But this particular technology will allow the computer to think. This technology is called as AI, artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence means allowing the computer to think. So when you allow the computer to think over a period of time, what we can do is, we can use these computers not only to think, but also diagnose and treat various diseases. So this whole platform is called as artificial intelligence platform, where you are allowing the computer to think and treat diseases. This is very, very interesting. It is not only for medicines, but also it is going to come in the regular life itself. This is called as attenderless shopping. Attenderless shopping. Attender ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಮಾಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದಾರಲ್ಲ, ಮಾಲ್ ಸೂಪರ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ಲ ಹೋಗ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಟ್ರಾಲಿ ಇದೆ, ಟ್ರಾಲಿ ಜೊತೆ ಒಬ್ರು ಬರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಜೊತೆ, ಅವರ ಅಟೆಂಡರ್. ಅಟೆಂಡರ್ ಬೇಡ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಫುಲ್ಲು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಬಿಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, ಬಿಲ್ಲಿಂಗು ಬೇಡ. ಆ ಥರ ಒಂದು ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಇದು. ಏನಂದ್ರೆ whatever you are going to put it in the trolley, if you cross the exit, automatically it will scan everything, money will be deducted from your credit card, period. It's a very simple technology. No billing, nothing. Everything is artificial intelligence based. It will calculate the number of items, it will calculate everything based on the scanner, and it will automatically bill it. This is called as billingless technology. There is no need for billing at all. Okay. Particularly, this is currently it is introduced in the pharmacy side, pharmacy practice side. Then you have the ability to make the computer think. Okay. When you make the computer think, there are a lot of things we can do, which means you don't need a resource person like me to stand here. You just need another computer to be here and deliver the lecture. And particularly, you can overcome some of the problems what we are facing now. Suddenly, you just press the button, computer will start talking in Kannada, so that all of us will understand clearly what we are talking about. Right? This is a artificial intelligence based technology again. Only difference between artificial intelligence and cognitive thinking is, in artificial intelligence, you are making the computer think, but in case of cognitive thinking, you are allowing the computer to reason out what it is thinking. This reasoning capacity. All of you know about reasoning? What do you mean by reason? Logical reason, absolutely right. So logical reason. For everything what we are doing, there is a logical reason. When you are sitting in certain posture, there is a logical reason behind it. When you are listening to something, there is a logical reason behind it. So this reasoning can be done through computer. What will happen is, the human brain will start having certain ability through something called as brain chip. I'll show you in the next slide. In brain chip, this brain chip will allow you to think much faster and much efficient. So that type of computing is called as cognitive computing. Okay. Now, up to here we spoke about how brains can think. Now we come to manufacturing side. From manufacturing side, today all the factories are using something called as GAMP, which means good automotive manufacturing practices. Good automation manufacturing practices, which means everything is automatic. It is not like earlier times. 25 years before, everything is manual. Now everything is automatic. Now, 25 years after, everything should be robotic. The robots should control the entire manufacturing. So the errors will be very less. The medicine will be of high quality. You don't have to worry about whether the medicine will work or not. So completely robotic based manufacturing. Then you call it as good robotic manufacturing practice, otherwise called as GRMP. This is more or less there. This technology is more or less there. This is called as holograph. Holograph means, again, as I told you, if you want a person-like image standing in front of you to talk, then it becomes easy through holograph. Holograph means it is an artificial image, artificial three-dimensional image. You are going to a doctor to consult, correct? Instead of that, how it will be if the doctor comes to your home and consult with you? If doctor comes to your home, it will be easy, no? Correct. So how to make the doctor come to only your home? If the doctor is going to come to only your home, it is difficult for him. His time will be wasted. So what we can do is, you can have holographs. Holographs of the doctors will be available in your home. You can directly consult with the holograph. It is called as a real time. Another term it is used called as FaceTime. So it is called as holographic FaceTime consultation. So over 25 years, I think, at least I wish, that we are all having holographic FaceTime consultation with doctors, so that you don't have to go to a clinic or you don't have to go to a hospital at all. For consultation purpose at least. Okay. These are the last two slides I have. Okay. Convergence. This is very, very important for all of us to understand. From the young age, it is very, very important for all of us to understand that science is a, what do you say? It's a congregation. Congregation means you should not split science into small areas. For example, physics separate, chemistry separate, biology separate. When you study, it is good to study as separate sciences. But when you are understanding, you should understand everything together. For example, when you see an apple, if you are seeing an apple, you should see the apple from the eyes of physicist, chemist and biologist together. Then only you can understand that object in totality. That is called as congruence of technology. If you start understanding the congruence of technology, you will not limit yourself to any one science. You will try to understand every science, so that when you see something, you will see in totality. So if you ask me, is the future is exciting? Yes, the future is really exciting. But if you want to be the part of the future, if you want to be the part of exciting future, please do not limit yourself to one or two sciences. If you are studying biology, study mathematics together. If you are studying mathematics and biology, study computers together. Please remember, without computer, over a period of time, you will see that all of us are becoming outdated. In every way, we have to study computational sciences, because computational sciences are going to mix with every smallest science we are going to have tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Please interact with sir if you have any questions. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳಿ ಸರ್ನ.
ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಟು ಹೈ. He has some question, I think.
Sir, why cloning is not ethical? We can create heart, we can transplant like that.
See, in no way we are saying cloning is unethical. What we are saying is unethical cloning is wrong. That's all we are saying. Don't mix two things. Cloning is very much official, very much a technology. But unofficial cloning, unethical cloning is not right. Which means that, for example, I want to create a brinjal, right? I can use cloning as a technology. But after I use cloning as a technology, am I ready to put the brinjal which I am making under scrutiny before it reaches the market? If you are ready for that, that type of cloning is ethical, right? But just for the sake of creating a new species, if you are doing a cloning, then it is not ethical anyway. So ethical cloning is very much allowed. There is nothing around unethical cloning there. It's just a technology. And you will see over a period of time, all this cloning and all is fading away, right? We are moving towards high-end molecular biology.
Thank you, sir.
No problem. Yes, sir. ಮನುಷ್ಯರು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಊಟ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಷ್ಟೇ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಕಷ್ಟ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಎನಿವೇ, ಜೋಕ್ಸ್ ಅಪಾರ್ಟ್, ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಇಸ್, ಸಿ, ಹೋಲ್ಡ್ ಆನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸಿ, ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಮೆಷಿನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ. ಓಕೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರು ಅರ್ಥಾಪ್. ಓಕೆ, these are things machine can do. Okay, human being has to start thinking what machines cannot do, or how to make machines to do work. That's what the role of the human being is, right? We have to progress. If you imagine 25 years before, what people were doing, now there are so many technologies, or people are sitting in home and eating. No, correct. That's the same thing will happen. Technology will keep evolving. We will have our own job.